There's a ton of things where I'm just like, man, Mark, we are in so much more trouble and we're just getting started. But I also feel like the percentage of people who are in real trouble is much lower than A, there should be, or B, than we think there is.
We do have things that are pretty valuable in this country, you know, to the rest of the world. And I think internally, I mean, oil, we could probably be doing a little bit better with the oil trade.
Yep.
Maybe we should start some refineries in this country and maybe, you know, not ship all of our oil out to get refined and bring it back 5 times the price that it left. That might be a good idea. But I mean, even just decoupling, you know, wheat from all the regulations and the bullshit and let us sell it out there on the world stage. Like we gold, like we produce so much. We have so many natural I keep saying, like, this place should be rocking like Dubai, and instead we're more like, I mean, I think even Nigeria is rocking more than Canada right now. And I'm not even being facetious. Like,
we are in a mess right now. We really are. Like, there's no question. We are in a real mess where people's debts and people's futures are no longer bright. You know, I teach down at various places, and I see a bunch of 20-year-olds, and these 20-year-olds, you know, I remember when I was 20, I had the gleam in my eye. I'm like, Jesus Christ, the world's my oyster. I can go out and I can just do whatever I want. I can get X, Y, Z. I can go where I want. 20-year-olds now, they graduate from school having taken on $30,000 in debt per year. Then they're expected to go ahead and purchase a property for $1.5 million, all before the expense of raising kids, which I mean, God knows. And then we sit there and say,
and they want to eat too. Don't forget that. They like eating.
Then the American dream is alive and well. No, it's not. No, it's not. They have nothing left. And anything that they do have, they have to pull their parents in for. So the real question is this the same Canada? Is this the same land of opportunity that we ourselves, I mean, I'm approaching 50, that I experienced when I was going through school? It is not. It is not fair. It's not just. And we are not doing what is collectively necessary to set up our future for our kids within this country. And that is a direct result of housing costs, by the way.
One of the things, Mark, that you started with the you said the increase in consumer debt and increase in mortgage insolvencies and stuff like that too. It seems like it still really hasn't gotten to the point yet of crisis. I feel like everything's edging up. Like, okay, I see the numbers. Most of them aren't even where we were pre-COVID yet. And then, you know, like, what does it have to get to? Like, to me, I hear everything you're saying, and believe me, there's a ton of things where I'm just like, man, Mark, we are in so much more trouble and we're just getting started. But I also feel like the percentage of people who are in real trouble is much lower than A, there should be, or B, than we think there is. Am I wrong?
Well, they're being saved by all this demand, right? Like the market's not tanking as much as it could and should, because there's all these people coming in, and some of them do have money. Enough of them have money to buy into the supply. And like, I mean, like you always say, somebody has to buy something. People have to move all the time, right? So like, and then add to it, you know, amortization's going to 150 years on some loans, negative amortizations, and tweaking of all these rules. They've really not allowed it to drop to a point where it could have, right? And that's a problem, right? As much as I hate to say it, but like, this is far from a free economy, right? And so, like you're saying, Mark, it's unfair. Like, it is so stacked against people that are trying to start now. But what's happening is like that K-shaped thing is happening again, where like TK, you're saying it doesn't feel like much is really, you know, falling by the wayside yet. But as people are falling off, there's so many people that are piling in that make up for that. Right.
But I don't think it's just the economic. I think that there's yes, overall the economy is doing okay because of immigration, but I think a lot of these people, there's a ton of people taking losses. Don't get me wrong, but if your net income doubled from 2019 to 2022, and then you lost 33% of it, you're still up. You're doing okay. And so there's these massive losses. I'm witnessing them. My clients are having, huge issues with some of the deals that they've done. But then you talk to them about some of the things that they've been doing over the last few years. People made a lot of money. And so they're okay, like they're gonna be, they're kind of just like, I'm gonna take my knocks here, but at the end of the day,
the reason that they made a lot of money, no, hold on. The reason that they made a lot of money, the reason people were investing in pictures of apes smoking cigars, was because the government went ahead and increased the money supply by 25%. That's the reason they were doing okay. They were doing okay because there was so much money sloshing around the system that even the top 1% that was siphoning off as much as they could drink, they were still water falling out and sprinkling on the rest of us. That is what was going on for 100%. The past 3 years.
And people saved up too then, right? Right. They saved up and now they're saving.
Yeah.
And
they
paid off their
credit
wise
cards. Decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But that was a temporary steroid, and monetary contraction is now here. And by the way, the big boys have lapped up that money very effectively. As a result, what you have is the people who had net incomes see what was effectively a steroid boost, but the steroid's no longer coursing through their system. The muscles are atrophying very, very quickly. What's more, they have probably set themselves into some short to medium to maybe even long-term commitments based on the idea that, hey, this is not based on monetary largesse, but rather my own competence that has allowed me to be brilliant at buying gorilla ape pictures. And as a result, I'm going to go buy 4 condos. And so now what you have is a
real estate agents.
XRP!
It's the worst of all worlds for a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay. And so I see what you're saying, and you're right. The amount of money that people may have made, maybe they just haven't lost it all yet, and that most of them, the net income, exponential growth that's gone already. Believe me, that's all gone. Right. We know that, and now they've got these things to service as far as debt.
Well, and people were working multiple jobs from home. People were working 2, maybe 3 jobs from home,
full-time jobs,
right? Having a YouTube channel and God knows what kind of streams
of income. Which wasn't a problem because it was making money when there was money splashing around. But like it's very easy to go find your own pond if it's raining cats and dogs for 3 years, right? Yeah. Like it's not a problem. Oh, I have my own little thing. I found my great little niche and I'm going to make more money because it's going to keep on raining. No, it's not. And it stopped. And it has contracted in the most real of manners. And as a result, you're seeing, if you wonder why it is that people are going back into the workforce, if you wonder why it is that the commercial office space is now seeing people return on the Mondays and the Fridays, it's not by corporate policy. I mean, corporate policy is one of that for a long time. It's not that at all. It's that people are now saying, oh, there are real jobs out there that I need to do in order to afford my mortgage, which real jobs I never really treated as seriously in the past 3 years in the era of unlimited money.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.